Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the sportiest stream. Hopefully all are doing well. It's great to see you all here again, as my mic is loud. My goodness, it's loud. One sec. Is that a little better? That's a little better. My goodness, oh, it's still not better. That mic's peaking. One sec. Alright. Nope. There we go. That's a little bit better. My apologies there, my mic was peaking. That should fix it. Hopefully all are doing well. It's nice to see you all here tonight. Welcome to the Sportiest stream. Welcome to Rocket League Splash Series action. We've got the Riptide Cup for all of you here tonight. Our one and only match this evening. It's EA taking on KCG, KCG Force, in a best-of-5 matchup. And what's interesting, again, and it's something I always like to mention about the Rocket League Splash Series, maybe not because it's always the most interesting fact, but it's definitely one that's unique to them. They're the only league I know of that allows more than 5 players on a roster. They allow 6 players on any starting roster. Both these teams taking full advantage of that. They both have 6 players. In fact, EA has gone above and beyond. They've got a coach as well, so they've got 7 members on the roster. That's the most that our overlay can actually fit, and it's because of RLSS that it does happen here. So always fun to get to see so many really fun teams in this tournament. But again, it's EA taking on KCG Force. EA, part of the Team EA online group who we've seen a long time ago. You have a coach too? Well, KCG Force don't have them listed. So Krusty, you might want to talk with RLSS admins about that. The KCG Force don't have a coach listed. Unless I'm listing the wrong person, which is not too unlikely for me. On the roster, well, a lot of orgs have coaches. I know for EA, though, Ricky G's listed as their team coach. For KCG Force, though, again, also with 6 players. Another big roster. Both these teams currently are 1-0. EA, they go to Game 5 to take down Midwest Mafia Corrupt Crooks, actually, which is Citrus, Godless, and Tokyo, Hypernova, Asterion, and Quispy. So, a pretty good team. That's actually a lot of players I do recognize. That's a very impressive Week 1 win. Of course, for KCG Force, also want to know, they just beat Godfall Covenant, which is Chas's team. Oh, it's Chas, Vasts, and New Coaster. That's a fun roster. Bit of Godfall Gaming as an organization. So, should be really exciting. I'm excited to see how things will go here. As again, we'll hopefully get things sorted out here in just a moment. Again, what a good match we have here tonight. It's going to be a fun one here. I'm expecting to see some pretty good players here. As again, should be a very exciting match here. As again, we're hoping to get things sorted out here for all of you watching. Again, we're just about ready to get ourselves to match start time again, and both these teams are 1-0. Prediction poll is live, so get your votes in on who you think will take this one. Again, we're just trying to get things sorted out here. Wait on both these teams to get in the lobby, but again, what a good match this will be. Got some really good players. Hello there, MTA in the chat. How you doing? Again, always fun to see these. And also nice to see KCG in. It's a relatively young organization. Although I guess not that young, since we've seen them so much now. But a relatively young organization, and actually I think younger than Team EA is. Which is interesting because Team EA is a much smaller group, and not even an org. They're more like a community, I would say. Just knowing from experience, having seen Team EA back with their original, almost entirely female roster back in the Skyward series. It's actually a relatively old group, although one that doesn't have a ton. Oh, did I post lobby info? Did I forget? I think I did that. I think I should have. I DM'd it to both these teams. Oh, they're both in. You know what? That's good timing, because they just joined. As in comes in, what was it? Biff Days Mayhem. Taking on Techie, Vash, and Physical Abuse. But we'll get things sorted out here in just a moment. Let's get these teams in while we're here as well. So for all of you wondering what your match is, it's coming in just a moment. As soon as I plug in one thing, I've got a phone in front of me, and I need to make sure that thing doesn't die on me. during this one. It's not in the chat. I generally pass it along to my teams. Yeah, Krusty, don't worry. I was messaging the captain. I think I was messaging Techie, all the info. So that way they all got it. They're all here. I promise you. I'm not here. I'm not doing that. I have done that before though. I've forgotten to message teams. I made sure to do it today. I made sure to do it tonight, and I did it pretty early. So we got both these teams in for this best of 5 series. Both of them are 1-0. Yeah, part of the Team Yeah community, taking on Krusty Crew Gaming Force in a best of 5. Both teams, again, rosters with 6 players. It's not something you see often in the Rocket League Splash Series, even though they allow it. A whole new position, but for both these teams coming off of pretty impressive Week 1 wins. Oh, it's all about now who can really step up, and one thing I do know about this EYA roster, these players have been teammates for quite a long time. Players like Mayhem, Biff, and Days, all these people have been teammates for a while. There's definitely not a roster of players that don't know each other. This is a roster of players who are used to each other. The one surprise, though, is that their captain actually isn't playing tonight in Mari. Mari, I actually know, is on I think a school sports trip. So she's not going to be here tonight, which is kind of sad because she's almost always present for EYA, but I'm sure there's a good chance she's probably even watching this, as well as EYA trying to bring this battle forward. Days. Look at that bump on Vash. Just trying to get some openings here. EYA doing well to get right up and personal with KCG Force early on. Throwing that ball in net. Not letting them have a lot of space here as Biff trying to collide through. But so far, Krusty Crew Gaming holding on well, but running low on resources. EYA is starting to pick them apart. But in comes physical abuse to keep the ball out. Biff will throw it back on. Vash! Oh, he's facing the wrong direction. It's a wide open net for Mayhem. And EYA, what an incredible start. Just brought in the pressure, suffocated KCG. And with a wide open net for Mayhem, that's the first of the series for EYA. .1-0 start, looking to add even more, but they'll be cleared back the other way. Days up off that sidewall. Let's get that bump on Vash, opening up space for Mayhem to come through with this. A second touch, but won't get much further than that, and it'll be KCG Force trying to pave the way as Biff cleared back by Vash. Biff again. Techie got bumped out there, but with no other player from EYA willing to challenge, it's just about, for them at least, taking time and really letting KCG Force feel that pressure. It's a much slower process than I think a lot of these teams at this Riptide Cup level really want to play out. This is a champ 1 to champ 2 division. Most teams at this level really want to play fast. They want to pick up that speed. They want to really go head first. Most players at this level aren't really that fast at all, and I would know that. Being someone who is around that champ 2 level, they're not actually as fast as maybe I think they are. But it's all about, you know, comparative speed. Even then, and teams so often want to play fast, but the teams that often succeed aren't the ones that are fast, but the ones who are the most well kept, the most consistent, and the ones that make the least amount of rushed mistakes. And especially when the pressure gets tough, you don't want to make those errors. However, we're seeing a very measured approach from EYA, but it has only netted them 1 goal, and KCG are still searching for more. As Days. Vash clearing this one back here. He's been involved in a lot of things here, Aqua Vash, but KCG Force still have not shown much this game. Need to do more. Mayhem cleared away, but it's left midfield by Biff. In comes Days, but will only force 2 players out, and Mayhem will look for his shot, but that touch so light. It was almost as if he was expecting the jump to be early from Vash. Never really came. And KCG Force now have a 2v1 the other way. Physical abuse, trying to get that bump. Great recovery from Mayhem. Not only does he avoid that potential demo play, but he gets the block on it too. And EYA, again, as a roster, just know how to work around each other. One of the most fun things about Rocket League, watching teams that have that chemistry, really allow it to just seamlessly work into every single play they're going for. That's why even though EYA has a single goal, it is going to be a mountain of work for KCG to get that goal back. And he still holding that shutout here. Again, went to Game 5 in their first week of action against Midwest Mafia. They're not exactly looking to start off too slowly here. And with a second goal in, courtesy from Days. Yeah, with another one. And I think the story of Days, always a fun one to talk about here with Biff and Days. We're both 2v2 teammates with Mari in a 2v2 draft league. From there, it just kind of blossomed. This team moved to, well, after Mari's days at moved to New Age Gaming, I believe. And then have moved back to so, again, but I've always been consistent that these two have been teammates with Mari. That hasn't really changed too much. And then, of course, you have Mayhem, who was added in a little bit later, still has been teammates for quite a long time with these two, so again, that's the scary part about EA, is that this is a roster of really, really strong chemistry. As KCG Force definitely meeting that first hand right now as the offense keeps pouring on. Biff looking for number 3, that's off the back post. And KCG trying to clear this one out, but EA making sure that they hold that shutout lead. 3 goals for now, looking for 4! Mayhem with a hat trick! And he, just continues the scoring. Now with how Game 1 has looked so far, KCG, I think are getting a real kind of throwing, it's like throwing water in your face. It's a real reset here. An absolute mind changer. They were not expecting this from EA, who struggled so much in Week 1. Because right now, there is no signs of a struggle from the blue. Yeah, is looking incredible so far as in comes Godful Gaming. Hello, Godful. Is that TARDIS? Who's streaming in? Hello, if that's TARDIS. I'm gonna assume it's TARDIS. But welcome in, TARDIS. I know Tommy's there for the RLSS mainstream as well. Welcome in, we've got good friends of mine on taking on KCG Force. I said you're Tommy from RLSS Official. You thought I said something weird? Maybe I talked too fast for you. Anyways, 5-0 start. 14 shots to 5. Almost tripling the output of KCG. My name is Ricky. Oh, it's a different person running the account today, or is this Tommy on a joke? I feel like this is Tommy making a joke. Unless it actually is someone else named Ricky. In which case, my apologies, I thought it was Tommy. Tommy usually runs that stream. We'll never tell. Okay, well, I'm gonna assume you're Tommy then, because that's something that Tommy would actually do to me. His name, yeah, you're right, his name's Jeff. Name's Jeff. As we go into game number 2 here, I'm gonna assume that's Tommy until proven otherwise. I bet it's Tommy. Unless Tommy's somehow got a producer. Which is impressive. I do know your tricks, Tommy, if it is you. As we'll move into game 2 here, with a shutout game 1. No, this is Patrick? Man, you guys are finding some great memes here. I can't do that voice. Actually, maybe I could. No, this is Patrick. That's not very good, actually. I'm not even gonna try anymore. As we go into game 2, okay, thanks, Mayhem. He's gonna immortalize that one. As soon as someone's gonna clip this goal and make sure that my voice gets in it. Oh, I can't wait for that to populate all over social media. By the way, shout out to social media. Go support me. X at SportyFCRL. As well as, after you've been mentioned, I am now on Blue Sky. Sporty FC. Go support me there. If you haven't already, Twitch, YouTube, all the good stuff. I don't know if we have a Linktree command in here, but if not, I know we have a social media one, so. I was like getting really overworked, Patrick. Yeah, but I don't want to be too loud. It's a bit late. If it was earlier in the day, I would actually be willing to do that. But I've got enough. There's probably some people sleeping in my in my building right now, so I don't really want to wake them up. As what is time though? I mean, like, what is the time? It's currently like 10 p.m. Thank you for the follow, Arrow Daniel. Welcome in. We got Iya, who now have a 2-goal lead in Game 2 against KCG Force. Crushing Crew Gaming. But yes, it's Tommy. Yeah, Tommy, I know you well enough. I'm not the kind of person who's going to be gullible to that. I've known you since Season 1 of our LSS. Back when it was known as the Bucket League. I know your tricks. I know your ways. Scream this is Rocket League? Absolutely not. That call is overused. Only if it's a 0-second goal as well. You gotta respect it, okay? But I'm absolutely not saying that. Unless something really cool happens at 0 seconds, in which case I would be willing to. I don't say that because it's an overused call. I think it's deserved its time. I know it may be an unpopular opinion to a lot of other casters, but that's what it is. As in comes Vash. You know, we're not even talking about the game anymore. We're just talking about. I'm just talking to you guys in chat. This is a whole different experience here as Water Vash or Aqua Vash takes Goal 1, the first of the series for KCG Force. They didn't score at all in Game 1. Finally get one in Game 2, but can they get more? Techie trying to get things going here. Only 80 points to work with. Looking for the double tap, but he's not going to let him have any space here. And is Crushing Crew Gaming trying to punch through the midfield. But again, doing so well, just following each other up. No matter what KCG tries to do, there's always a player available. Although that player has now been demoed. The net's wide open. Physical abuse missed. In goes Techie. Blocked by Mayhem. And in comes Daze to clear the danger. And are already back on offense. Bash, great first touch, sets up Techie, but with no touch there from the KCG Force leader. Will have some time to recollect on defense. Boost replenished. Back on the goal line, they'll clear this one out. And KCG actually with a good amount of space here. They're gonna take goal 2. That's a beautiful touch from Aqua Vash. And for the second time, he's beating to the punch. And will give KCG a goal. After how devastating Game 1 was to them. Boy, have things changed. But an answer sure to come. It was brewing after that last goal since the very start in Mayhem. Just an absolutely perfect touch. And of course, it's when I go to take a drink of water, that's when that happens. What a great shot, though. Impressive from Mayhem. And of course, I wasn't drinking water, because that was the best goal of the night so far. And to you, Mayhem, I am really sorry. That was an amazing shot. As, taking the lead again. It's an important goal, too. Not only just a good one, but an important one. As Day is nearly forcing another one. He's going to take the shot here. Physical abuse doing well to recover. But KCG clears away. Physical abuse. To the back wall. Up goes Techie. Physical cumping in! And he's taking it! I don't know what I said there. Did I say cumping? Like clumping in? I don't know what that was, but KCG, they know what it is. It's a tie game all over again. As he trying to get back on the offense. Daze not able to get very far. And the action continues as Mayhem as things keep going here. And KCG trying to get another goal in. Could be an exciting game too. The final 90 seconds of action. It is who is really feeling that pressure right now. Double commit there. Mayhem got in the way of Biff, but KCG not really attacking all that directly. They just need to hit the net here. They're closing in. They've got everything they need to be successful, but the shots haven't materialized just yet. Another play in front that still goes wide. As Biff sends it away here. Day trying to clear it long. and time and space for them to work with, but can he yet find that chance? Quite tense here by the end of this game. I mean, with how game 1 looked, everything has changed. There's physical abuse to the back wall. Mayhem will send it out, but Demo's all over the place right now. No one in control as Mayhem leaving it. In goes Biff, but not fast enough to beat the Force defenders. And KCG still has more to go for. Mayhem just gets enough on that one to prevent the shot. As he keep themselves on offense. Daze. Techie. Vash. Up goes Daze. Biff. Goes on backward. Oh, what a second touch. Finds some open space here. Oh, but physical abuse. Oh, that could have been the game winner. Jumps right in at it. And narrowly went wide. Still maybe one more chance for KCG. This is off to the back wall. No read there. Demo in front. And we are heading to overtime. What a scary situation that was. And we go to golden goal scenario. VIA can score here. They take match point early in this series. But KCG Force, they really look like they're mounting the much better team coming into this overtime. They had more offense, more control, felt like a more confident team as well. Just how do they use that all together? How do they put those shots on? Maybe they don't need too much work for it. Again, it goes wide. That could have been hit for physical abuse. Now in goes Aquavash, but him up quickly. And he has some time to kind of make things worse. Oh, what a shot! No way! Oh, it goes in! What in the world is this from Vash? Is that a Cookseer pinch? I don't know what that was. But it ends game 2. And Krusty Crew Gaming. What an ending. I'm speechless. That was incredible. What an ending. And of course it comes from Aquavash, who's been elite so far in game 2. What a turnaround after a 5-0 game 1. I think we all forgot. Game 1 was 5-0 in favor of VIA. That's a whole turnaround. That could change the entire trajectory of this series. Order 3, what a scoreline. I don't really know if that fully explains what we just saw this game. Feels like a fever dream, honestly, with how things went. What a start, what a middle, what an end. It was a perfect match. I don't know what else to say about that. But let's get to game 3. Let's keep the action going. And we go to game 3. Match point determined here. And KCG Force sending game 2 to overtime, taking it in overtime. An impressive game 2 from both sides, but if KCG can win these close ones, we're in for quite a series. And he will be the ones that needs a battle back. He's off that corner, physical abuse. Really well, just keep it there. And again, so, you know, at this level, that corner is often a safe haven. It's an easy place to keep that ball and just 50 it out. It's a very awkward place for attackers. As Mayhem. What a dribble here. He's got to play in front, but shot on the end of it. And the EM will look for a different attack. Down left midfield. But cutting across, KCG Force will keep it out, and now it goes Techie. Again, the major concern for EM would be on Aquavash right here, who's been elite so far. Looking for another play, fake in front. Physical abuse, could not put it on target. Oh, there's a miss there. Left in front, what a save for Biff. Gets up just in time. And it is Yeah, who just looks incredible. On defense at least, but they just can't get out. KCG still putting the vice grip on. Left in front. Oh, what a save for Days. Cuts across. And Yeah has found a way to keep this thing tied. Now they go for a goal themselves. This has been an incredible series from start to finish. And yeah, I'm surprised we're still only halfway through. Hello, Mari in chat. I was wondering if you were here. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully that trip's doing well for you. As, well, you get to see how your team's playing tonight. By the way, don't worry, there is no confusion. It's all been sorted out. As so far have had miraculous defense. And they just get that ball out. KCG Force, it just feels like it only takes one chance for them to score, and even then, maybe it won't be enough with how EA has been stopping them. Who's gonna take that first major chance? Days! Hecky cuts him off. Now in goes Biff to keep the offense. An awkward bounce. Physical abuse doesn't have it. But Vash will, and yeah, while they do take it back, we'll have to reset from the midfield. In goes Biff. Now goes Mayhem. Up to the back wall. Second touch to leave it in midfield. Days rushing back, and here comes Techie. But the shot wide. And EA will make sure it stays that way. Now they look for offense. Miss there. Bash. Already looking to take opportunities here, but it is KCG Force on the ball. With this time melting off the clock. Neither side have scored just yet. Yet another nail-biter in a series that may be determined by only nail-biters. Mayhem. We collect here. We'll see Vash keep it away. Second touch not on target as Biff sends this one all the way down the field. Touch for Techie. No second there. Mayhem. Not on target, and for yeah, it has been a while since they've had a shot on target. They only had one major chance, which was cut out by a great reaching save for Techie. Other than that, it has not been much for EA. There's a bad touch there. Wide open nets, and it will fall through. Techie finds the opening, and it's just a poor decision from Biff to jump that early for it. He had space and time, and if he just waited, that ball was going to roll up the back wall for him. But panic makes you do strange things at times. And KCG finding ways to win these close games. And they hold on for just a little bit longer. Mayhem, Days, trying to work together there. Yeah, nearly with the connection of the century there, but it's a clear the other way, and that's going to find the net. Physical with a booming touch, and yeah, we're not ready to stop that one. And in Game 3, after a very long deadlock, it has been KCG who have been the ones to break it. Mayhem looking for any answer for EA. Miss in front. Surely that's one. And there's 14 seconds to go. Does EA have what it takes to score in that little amount of time? Yeah, in front, Days. Oh, what a shot! Oh! Can you believe that? And it looked designed as well, right off the kickoff. They took the risk. KCG Force took the bait. And it is EYEA who have answered back. Now they look for 3. That one just wide, but Mayhem looks in front. In for the clear, but no one there to shoot. In goes Biff. At 0 seconds, no shot made. And for the second straight game, it's overtime once again. Yeah. My goodness. Still searching. Mayhem. Daze. To the back wall. Vash has to go for this. Missed it completely. And maybe excuse my language for this, but it's not EYEA now. It's FYEA. It's an overtime win. Shoutouts to Falcons in chat. That was not my joke, but that was his. Gotta support the other casters in chat. Yeah, I better be saying that afterwards. Game 3 is theirs. Okay, that got a chuckle out of me. What an overtime win. My goodness, what an ending. Design kickoff play to tie the game up. That is incredible. We've had 2 games that have been all time. This has been one of the best series I've had in a very long time. It's been enjoyable from start to finish. It was corny? No, it was perfect, Falcons. I loved that. That was a great joke. And we'll see if they're still saying that after this game. Three winners. Can they be series winners along with that? Game 4 in front of us here. Yeah. My goodness, impressive so far. For both these teams, it has been tense. Ever since the end of Game 1, it has been tense. And it stays that way as well here in Game 4. And yeah, take the series here. Does KCG Force have other options? Well, first, their option is to have no one on defense. And that's an option that they would rather not take. And with the sub coming in from KCG Force, adding in Savion. What does this do for KCG? What does this change for them? I mean, after going off of an overtime loss, definitely a mental killer. They redeemed themselves. How do they recover? This was not the way they wanted the series to go after how good Game 2 was. It was EYEA who brought their own fireworks to the show. And they're still searching for goals. They've got one already, but the EYEA mentality doesn't hold for long. Miss there. The pass too heavy. Savion was not on the same page. And EYEA midfield. Savion. Biff dunked in the midfield. This for EYEA to work with as Daze will recover, but it's deflected the other way. Biff still has this. Up goes Mayhem. He's found the back corner. No one in midfield. KCG have time to take, but Biff comes in. Now it's Daze's ball, and he's got a second touch, leaving it. Mayhem pushed, but he maybe shouldn't have, because it's an open head the other way. And it is KCG who've answered back. An overcommit. Overconfidence from EYEA, but a KCG response, and this game is tied. And who knows, maybe we'll see a third straight overtime. Feels like the series has it in itself to do that. As Daze, the back wall, Savion doesn't have this one, but yeah, we'll be able to shoot it. Not good enough though. Defenders behind Savion, he'll have help. Right there with him, but yeah, still searching. Biff, redirect! Oh my goodness, great reaction from Savion to not let that beat him. I mean, it was EYEA who were right on the money there. Could not have been much better placed. Savion now bringing his style on defense as Yeah, back in it. Days. Now I'm helping him out as he'll search midfield. This team have here. Does Krusty Crew Gaming have as a response? They've already scored once, but they need a second. Right now, things are not exactly easy for them, or pretty. Being stuck on defense. Got boost, sure, but they've got to find chances. Maybe this is it. It's wide open! And it's a race to the ball! KCG Force another one! The panic from Mayhem. Expecting a shot from physical abuse, but the shot was low. It goes in. And our incredible night continues. Off the kickoff now. Yeah, for the response. Mayhem does not have it. Now they've got to recover. 2 minutes to go. Yeah, down by 1. A roller coaster of emotions so far. Mayhem to the skies. Mayhem to the back wall. Mayhem still leaving it. Biff missed the net, but it may be for days. And it's another one. The emotions run high. And it's tied all over again. Back to square one. 104 seconds to go. And EM may not be done with one. They want 2 later here. Out it goes. Biff to take this one. Lobbed in front. Bash, who was waiting under it, has not been all too memorable this game. After his Game 2 performance. What does he have here to get his team to Game 5? Mayhem sets up Days, and that'll be punched down the field, but with demos surely incoming. Yeah. I'm trying to take down KCG Force with might. Days beats them both. It's an open backfield here, but the angle not good enough for EA. They cannot score on it. Krusty Crew Gaming recover. At least for now. 1 minute to go. Surely that next goal is the one to win it. Although, honestly, with how this series has gone, anything at this point can happen! Savion! Was that a pre-flip? No, we gotta look at this all over again. That was. Scoops it. And KCG Force really do want this series to go all the way to Champions Field. I mean, we're getting down to that point. Physical abuse. That's another one. 2 for him. 2 in the lead for KCG. And it really is happening. At least it looks like it. 2 straight goals. My goodness, this series. It has had everything so far. And yet, still, I feel like I can't predict what's going to happen next with how this series has gone. Who knows what the next move will be? Well, in this position, I say that teams are relatively safe, but not KCG Force. Yeah, I've already proven tonight they are willing to score late. They're willing to make things happen by scoring late. And yet, time is running low for them. Mayhem. Missed on that touch. Biff's got to bail him out. But with time of the essence here, has got to take one. Biff, not a very good first touch, and it's given straight to Aquavash. Days sending it, hoping for something, but KCG keep it away. We are going to Game 5. This series has been nothing but entertaining. This is entertainment. We've got Champions Field. What other place to go? What better place to go than the field where dreams get crushed? Game 5, Champions Field. And the series here with it. Both teams at 1-0, but I don't think either of them were prepared for what we saw tonight. Now only one team can see themselves as the winners here. Yeah. Find a way to rebound again, or does KCG Force do what they've done in games 2 and 4 and run away with it? Are dreams made? Is this the best field of the game? You better believe it is. Because this is cinema. This is Rocket League Splash Series, sponsored by Next to New Esports, Lotus 8 Esports, and Claim to Fame Entertainment. This is the Riptide Cup, the division I've always called the closest in any division in this league's history. This is another substitution from KCG, adding in Asian Franzi, placing physical abuse. This is Champions Field. This is Game 5. And this is where the series comes to its end, and you better believe it, this is Rocket League Game 5. Here we go. Yeah. Won that Game 3 overtime. Thought it was easy from there on out. Must have thought they had the momentum to carry them through the series. But KCG Force had other ideas, just like at the end of Game 1, just like now. And they get things started. And who else to be that leader? It's Aquavash. He had his slumber in games 3 and 4, took his time, and he's answered back. Not that far in already, KCG Force making it known. Putting in the work here, and that is force dot product with direction, or I should say, displacement. All of you physics majors and engineers will understand that joke. Putting in that work right now. Yeah, maybe have other options here. They want to tear down the laws of physics, the rules of the galaxy. This is their moment, this is their time, but they're not exactly making the most of it here. Nearly gave up a goal there. Maybe, just maybe, we've got more to go for. What am I saying? Of course we've got more to happen in this game. This series deserves it. This night deserves it. The Rocket League Splash series deserves it. Mayhem. Able to get through. Savion's clear. We'll go out to Asian Franzi. Subbed in just for this game. KCG Force making yet another change on rotation after winning Game 4. But an interesting decision to make. We'll see if it pays off. Generally, we don't see teams hold players for games like these. Asian Franzi just has that clutch factor that this team so desperately needs. But they've got to be careful here, because they're going back to defense, and here goes Iya, looking midfield. Mayhem, Daze, oh, he took that away from Biff, and now they've got to go back to defense. Surely it's Aquavash, it will be! 2 for KCG. And it was a double commit. Maybe the emotions are getting the better of them. 2 minutes gone by, it's 2 for KCG, and at this point, all they're doing is beckoning for Iya to keep attacking. Yeah, they're gonna bring that attack as well. They find those connections, they just have not found those shots, have not found those opportunities. KCG right now, flipping the script. Oh, they'll pinch this one down off the back wall. Imagine that goes in. Won't be able to imagine that, because that's all we're going to be doing here as Daze. This one away. Savion not going to jump for this one, but Daze will, leaving it actually for Mayhem instead. Demo in front! Biff! It's in the top right corner! I thought Daze whiffed there. I think everybody on the field thought Daze whiffed there, except for his teammates. They knew what was happening. The demo came out. KCG were left stranded. And oh, the way things change. As he, yeah, looking for more, looking for that tied game, that important second goal that would reset everything that KCG Force have worked so far. KCG looking to extend again. Aquavash beat by Mayhem. Daze able to find the net, but he does force that ball in the offense. Now a demo through. Mayhem getting players to commit, but now he's just trying to force KCG Force to give up more space. Biff comes in again. Light touch straight to Savion. He's gonna get by two defenders. KCG not able to score there. A tough transition. This point for E, yeah. They've got to get that ball out. They're in pseudo-panic mode. They're not fully in panic mode just yet. We're definitely getting close to there. Aquavash. But don't count Daze. Doesn't get very far with that attempt. And now Daze again. Not able to score, but in comes Biff. And for E, yeah. All he needs is that one chance, that one opportunity, that one goal that may not happen for them unless they craft it themselves. Less than a minute to go. Biff. Days, time of the essence right now is yet another clear. Back to the blue half of the field. Mayhem not gonna get up there fast, but he does get up there in time. And Iya now looking for the counter. Aquavash beat, but Savion, who was waiting behind for just that reason. And would you look at that now, only half a minute to go. Time running out, and Iya now fully in panic mode, looking for something to get through, something to break. KCG will not let up. Biff can't get very far there. It's Aquavash and Savion both on it. Daze sacrificing himself for the greater good of Iya. Can they find a chance? Biff left in front. Who's next to it? Up goes Daze. Second touch hit the ground. And it is Krusty Crew Gaming who take the series. Game 5. Champions Field. And the show comes to its end. KCG Force have defeated EA on Game 5. What a series it was. It was a 5-game matchup. A series that at some points didn't feel like it had an ending. And honestly, I kind of wish it didn't. That was incredible. That was... This is me talking all so often to put on that mantra of a entertainer, but my goodness, this series did it for me. What a night. And I'm seriously impressed. What a performance for both these teams. This could be a really fun match if we see it again in the playoff bracket. And to talk about a series that had just about everything in it that you would have asked for in a perfect series. Choose a number 1 through 10? Or do you want me to choose one and then you have you guess it? What is this, Falcons? Oh, I see it. Okay. Well, Falcons, you want to do this afterwards or you want to do this now? I can do it right now. I don't have a problem with it. 5-game series. Impressive to say the very least. What a night. What a night. Our only match as well, but we deserved that. We can do it now? Alright then. Falcons, I'm gonna go with... should I go with my favorite number between 1 through 10? I probably should. You want me to go with my favorite? I'm gonna go with my favorite number between 1 through 10. Which is 4. We're gonna get a little interview afterwards here with KCG. Oh man, that was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. Get them all in here to join us. Welcome in Aquavash,
Oh,
Asian Fonzie, Savion, Techie, Physical Abuse, 5 of the 6 players, and everybody who showed up tonight. What a win. Game 5, taking down Yeah. That was an incredible series, and I'm sure you all knew that very well. Techie, how are you feeling?
Concussion.
Wait, what was that again?
Concussion. I've
Oh.
he's had a
football's
concussion
not
the
fun.
entire time.
Oh, I get it. He's not feeling great. I know. You had to jump on in, Techie. So, do you want to talk? Do you want to say anything, or?
If you have a concussion, do not play a Rocket League
Oh,
for
well.
competitive means.
Okay. I won't ask you. I won't say too much to you, Techie, just so that you can help you, because I know concussions are not fun to have, but goodness, playing through the pain here, Techie. What a series it was. I know Physical Abuse, there with them in all the games that he played, or at least I think, in all the games that he played. Tell me kind of what it's like to have a captain like Techie, who, even though he has this, concussion, and I'm not saying you should do what he did, and that is play with a concussion, but take one for the team, jump into this series. Take me through kind of what it's like to have a captain who is like sacrificing himself for the game here.
Not only does he sacrifice himself, like physically, obviously, man bleeds the game, but he even said, like, after we swapped him out for Savion, he says if you have Fizz on the team, you got to play a little more passive. So it's good to have a captain that plays around the strengths of his teammates, not just himself. So to take one for the team and play a little less aggressive to let me have my shine spot. So
And
pretty good.
This series, as I said, it felt like it had everything. We had 2 major overtimes. Game 2, Game 3. It was Game 2 that started things out. Aquavash, you were the one who led that game. To go to Game 3, take me through the kind of roller coaster emotions that you saw in Games 2 and 3, and the overtimes that accompanied them.
Well, definitely like a lot of like emotions in terms of like nervousness were there because like we were up 2 in that game 3 and then we all of a sudden saw ourselves drop 2 and that was like a moment where we were like, well guys, like we kind of need to lock in here. And so like we did on losing that game, but I think our mental fortitude like afterwards, like realizing like kind of what situation we're in, that helped us like strive through. And it was just a very, very, like, exciting couple of games there, honestly.
It was exciting. It was exceptionally close too, which I think is something that people, I think we're going to be talking about for a while here, because that was a series. And I compared it to cinema. It felt like a movie, with its ups, its downs, its incredible storylines, and its tranquil, very exciting ending. That was quite a series. Savion and Asian Fonzie, you were both subbed in during the series. Asian Fonzie specifically for Game 5. Take me through Game 5, because it's very awkward for teams to sub people in that late in a series. You were subbed in for Game 5. Take me through kind of the team's decision around that. All right,
Hello, Fonzie.
Fonzie? Fonzie left.
We just said before we came in, if it goes Game 5, I'm going in.
Oh, okay. You agreed beforehand.
I called myself the final boss.
Right, Asian Fonzie. Take me through why that is.
Take you through what?
Why you consider yourself the final boss of KCG Force?
I came in the last game. That's literally it. I just thought
you just thought
it's funny
about
to call myself the final boss. They weren't ready for it.
Well, obviously it had an effect in that game. It felt like everything kind of relaxed a little bit more. Savion, as well, subbing in. Take me through what it was like for that as well. I know you subbed in because Techie obviously has a concussion and you were meant to start for him instead, but even then, the sub into a series as wild as this, to get used to things so quickly, take me through what it's like to have teammates who can kind of quickly get you into the series, as you did with Physical Abuse and Aquavash.
Honestly, all I could say is I wasn't necessarily going to play tonight, but until Techie actually told me what happened, I kind of had no choice. I couldn't, not play at all and not be in here. But I'm glad I kind of joined because I actually got to show off and stuff, show off mechanics a little bit.
You did. You got to show off in KCG Force. Take the series 3 games to 2. As happened to Falcons in chat saying, did you acknowledge him? I acknowledge everybody here on KCG. It's all great. At least I'm assuming you all. But of
No,
course-
I usually don't like to do good activities during the day.
He's a villain. He's a villain.
Yeah, maybe Asian Fonzie's the villain here because he did call himself the final boss. That's
So
funny too.
right.
Maybe.
The final boss that didn't do anything though.
Oh, so
I let,
WWE
the
reference?
I let the henchman do it for me. I
Falcons,
didn't
you
do
know I
anything
don't
that
watch
game.
TV. Falcons is making WWE references. I don't watch any TV, Falcons. Although I'm happy that he's making jokes in chat. But again, you guys, it was impressive so far. You guys played really well. 3-2, the series win as well. You know, in a series, really showing what you had and taking down Ian, a very close series. You gotta take me for the rest of the season here at least. Aquavash, since I'm not gonna ask Tech any questions. You got a lot more season to go, and this is just the start. And I've mentioned before, the Riptide Cup is what I consider the most intense, the closest cup in the Rocket League Splash series. So now you got more matches to go. Now you got more action to do. This is gonna be a wild season, don't you think?
Oh yeah, there's a lot to improve on. Like our main roster right now is Techie, me, and Biz here. And like the thing is we're still new because Fonzie was our old third, and he doesn't have as much time as he used to. So we're still developing. So this is a project. Like we're not even peaking yet. So like I'm hoping that we will be a top 3 contender for Riptide this season.
Well, you guys are definitely getting yourself to that point in Asian Fonzie. I get that. As I'm in college, I get that. I don't know if you're in college. I don't know what it is that you're busy, but I get it. Again, congrats on your win. 3 games to 2, a big win, and you guys made it look amazing here. 3 games to 2, a series victory. You take down and congrats on your win. We're gonna get some shoutouts now. There's 5 of you, so we're gonna have to make this kind of quick, but we can go talk to all of you guys here, one at a time. Let's start with Asian Fonzie. You have any shoutouts? Anybody else you want to thank?
Hey, yo, shout out to my main boy JC. Jesus. No, I just play the game. I like playing the game. That's all. I got no shout outs.
Okay, I guess you and JC are cool like that. I hate to say it. That's not the first time I've heard someone say that. and I'm over here and I'm like, who's this JC person? This must be a good friend of you. Oh no, it's not. Catches me off every single time. But we'll now move on to Savion. Savion, do you have anybody that you want to shout out?
Definitely God, the Lord. He helped me through this, and my family. They cheered me on. So
I feel like we're gonna see some consistency here from all of you. That's a little bit more of what I hear from people. That's a. Oh boy, you caught me off guard there, Fonzie. This has been a wild night. This has been a wild night here. Now we'll move on to physical abuse. Is there anybody out there? Anybody out there you want to support? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I want to shout out my old trio, Shelby and Venomous Monkey, for making me the player I am today. If I wasn't able to score on you guys like I did, I wouldn't be who I was. So thank you, boys.
Venomous Monkey on the stream.
Absolutely have.
I think Venomous Monkey, I believe, is on Team 7.
Yes, correct. Him and Snipe, Shelby.
I remember. That was a while ago that I streamed him, but good team nonetheless. Venomous Monkey on KCG Team 7. I should really be able to stream at some point this season, but we'll see if that happens. Now we'll move to Aquavash. Do you have any shoutouts that you have?
Yeah, I have a pretty important one here. I want to shout out Krusty, the manager of KCG, for always showing us her love and supporting us. Fun fact: after every game, she tells us how proud she is of us, and I just think that's amazing. Like that's what a leader is. So
I know everybody makes a joke that Krusty's the mom of KCG, but I think she's filling into that role pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say so.
As now we'll move on to Techie. I know you got a concussion. I know that things are tough. Is there anything you want to say here just to kind of close things out?
I'd first like to shout out a few people. First and foremost, of course, Krusty, being the Oregoner that she is. Gotta put one up for her. Another one, the players here at KCG. My boy, Savion, the duo, Aquavash, the man, the myth, the legend, Physical, and the final boss, Asian Fonzie. I'd like to say thank you to my mom and dad for giving me a life in this world. And I'd like to thank you for casting our match.
I thank you as well. That was an incredible series, one of the best I've seen in a very long time. And I'm not even joking. That was incredible. I don't say that often to people that this is the best series I've seen. But it has been. It was tense from the very beginning, but KCG, take it here. Man, I want to see a rematch. Like I want to see these two teams rematch in the championship bracket. But for now, congrats on your win. Congrats on your win against EA. Have an amazing rest of your night here, KCG
Thank
Force.
you.
Deki,
Thank
Savion,
you.
Physical Abuse, Agent Ponte, and Aquavesh. Have an amazing rest of your evening, and hopefully we'll see you again.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Sporty.
Goodbye.
In-game KCG Force, and they conquered in Game 5. What a series. I'm getting a message here from Krusty that apparently Who's Your Mom is the mother. There, it has mom in her name, so. You know, there could always be two moms in KCG. Again, what a series that was. Going from both sides. Expect to see maybe more of these two teams later this season. But for now, we gotta get a raid in. Thank you all so much for joining in and showing support. What a night it was. Have an amazing rest of your evening. Take care. Be well. We'll be back tomorrow. For now, have an amazing rest of